Is our food system under attack? I'm out here with my daughter right now, guys. So, we're farmers. First generation. We got chickens, ducks, quail, honeybees, rabbits. We got a food plot over there, and we have a little orchard up top that way. But I just wanted to take a few minutes of your time, if you guys would be willing to listen, and have a conversation with me about our food system. Recent studies, if you guys go look up colony collapse, beekeeping 2025, bee culture has something that's just been recently released, how beekeepers are now experiencing a 70 to 100% loss of colonies in the past year. And that's not good. Normally, what has happened is the colonies have been around a 55% rate of collapse. I believe in 2007, 2008, there was a much higher rate. The egg is there, baby. We got everyone yelling at us right now. In 2007, 2008, there was a pretty big colony collapse, and that's happening again right now. So let's take a deeper dive into this, and let's see what is really at play here. So there's bird flu. That's causing all of our egg prices to go absolutely bonkers in the stores. You can get the egg, baby. You can get it. No? And bird flu is now transmitting to beef, causing beef prices to go up. We're having colony collapse, so now we have almonds and cranberries and melons and apples and peaches and blueberries and raspberries, all these different foods in America that rely on all these good pollinators is now just going to be not having the pollination forces that are needed and required to get the food for us. So, yes, will there still be all of these things? Absolutely. Come on. They're not going to hurt you. Yes, we'll absolutely... Come on. Let's go. Move. Come on. We'll absolutely still have crops, but they say when bees pollinate the crops, what happens is we get bigger yields, better fruit, much better quality fruit production. And without the bees pollinating, we're not going to have that production. So the almond groves that are right now, all the brokers are contacting all their different beekeepers around the country, are not going to have the bee force to send out to California, which requires thousands and thousands of colonies of bees, because it's just miles of almond groves. They're not going to be there. They're not going to be doing much of anything. And all these commercial guys, I think the study said there was 234 of commercial beekeepers that were surveyed, and now they're taking all these different scientists and researchers to see what's going on. I think as of right now they're calling it colony collapse disorder. He's over here trying to shovel some stone with the poop scooper. They're not seeing higher levels of varroa. Most of these things, the bees are just gone or done in the bottom of the hive, and there is no sign of anything. The bees are just gone. There's honey stores left still, so it's not like they starved out. And this happened once in 2007. So JC Bees, he actually just had a video put out the other day, and he's like, well, let me just out of curiosity look back, and we're having bird flu right now, and we're having colony collapse disorder. Back in 2007, 2008, there was also bird flu outbreak, and what do you know, there's another colony collapse disorder. So coincidence? Maybe. There's a lot of weird things going on with our food system, that's for dang sure. And I don't know, the powers that be want to make it harder for us, and maybe they have an agenda to feed us bugs. But we could definitely do our part to try and reduce that. So basically, what I'm asking everyone to do is plant pollinator-friendly plants. Don't use glyphosates and the big box store fertilizers. try to find ways to naturally fertilize. Clover is a great fertilizer. It has nodules in its roots that pull nitrogen out of the air and put it into the soil. And we really don't need all these big box stores feeding us or feeding our soil, which contaminates our groundwater, contaminates our yard, puts glyphosates into everything, and PFAs, PFOAs, PFAS, the forever chemicals. See that right there, my little chicken tractor? I move that around all year. And the manure from the ducks and the chickens that I run fertilize my lawn, and my lawn is greener than anyone else's on the street. Yeah, the eggs are up there, baby. So there's always ways. You want to go buy the goats? There's always ways that you can fertilize without having to use dangerous chemicals.
The egg.
Yeah, the egg. And go feed the goats. Hold on, buddy. Oh my gosh, they almost tripped me. I think it's in our hands now, guys. We have to be the ones that are gonna go out and take the initiative, because Big Brother's not helping us, I'll tell you right now. They're definitely not helping us. They're only hurting us. If you look at glyphosate maps from back in the 60s until now, the amount of glyphosate used, I apologize for the bad lighting right now, the amount of glyphosates used then versus now is incredible. And it's all about the big guys making money. And here's the messed up part is, if you use these chemicals one time, well, it's going to deplete your soil, and your soil is going to require it next year. Hold on, baby, I got you. Here, hand, stand up. You got it. So if we keep on using these fertilizers and chemicals, it's just going to build resistance. And then now let's think back to the bees. If the bees are going on to your dandelion that the year before was sprayed with glyphosate or some sort of weed killer or fertilizer, now that's technically getting on them in minute amounts, comes back to the hive. All of a sudden, that hive, because they say that the residue of these pesticides and herbicides, they actually excrete from the bee when they produce wax in their glands. And when they build wax, that's where they lay their brood. So if you have baby bees that are now becoming... Oh, my electric is off. If you have baby bees... I'm getting electrocuted. If you're having baby bees that are raised in pesticide conditions, that's going to lead to weaker bees. Smaller bees, less resistant bees. Maybe they don't live as long as they're supposed to. And that's not good for anybody. So just think about it, guys. Do what we can. If you have a small yard in the suburbs, don't be getting the Scott's Green Turf Builder. Don't be getting all that crazy stuff, spraying your yard with Roundup. That's just, it's slowly getting to us all. And what did Albert, don't touch. Albert Einstein said, when the bees perish, humans will have 7 years to live. And I honestly think that's true.
Mama.
Yeah?
Mama.
You want to go see the rabbits? So, if we rely on bees to pollinate a lot of crops, and we've only grown as a society, we're only getting more and more people in this world. With more people comes the need for more food. And when we grow more food, comes the need for more pollinators. But yeah, I don't know. things are wild. Things are going to get crazier. I'm just predicting it right now. I really don't know what the future is going to hold, but I'm doing my part. I pride myself on not using any pesticides, herbicides, or fungicides on my property. I encourage all my neighbors to do the same thing. I even go to the extent to make sure that the hay that I get for my goats is not sprayed with 2,4-D or Grazon or any of those forever chemicals like that. Because why would I want to have chemicals get transmitted through my goats into the milk that I have or into the possible meat source that I'll have in the future? Ooh, good job. Nice, buddy. There's a deceased rat over there. Yeah, I think that might be all I have for you guys today. Just a little thought in my head. Things that we could do better as a society. And I know we could do it. It just takes the start with me and you. So, I encourage everybody this year to not use any chemical fertilizers or weed killers. And just try to be. See if we could all start taking initiative to help one another. So, I appreciate you guys listening to me rant. And I will talk to everybody very, very soon. We have a whole bunch of informative videos coming out. And yeah, wherever you guys are, hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And I'll catch everybody on the next one. Take care, guys.